Namaste. Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana, and tonight I'm here doing live readings. And tonight I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I have decided that over the next few, maybe indefinitely Tuesdays, that I'm going to be using a specific spread each Tuesday, and different spreads respond well to different types of questions. And so that is what we're going to do. I'm just getting another window open so I can see your comments. So welcome. I see Pinkie Lee was the first one in. There we go. Okay, so let me say hello. Welcome. Rashmi, Pinkie Lee, Tatwa, hello. Georgia Peach, Mysticshaven, Darcy, Alana, hello. Welcome. Welcome to all of you. So for those of you that pull cards yourselves, this the spread we're doing tonight is one that actually counts cards, and we're looking for aces primarily to answer your yes or no questions. So tonight, if you're asking a when question, or your question is a little more deep, depending on my timing and how this goes, we will I may expand on your reading. I may just answer the yes/no part and get through as many yes/no questions as possible. So part of the process is also just as well for those of you that are learning to read, is to demonstrate the spreads as well too, so you get an idea of how that goes. And I'm going to start with a group reading, as I usually do, just to kind of get a lay of the land. And right now, the moon is tiny. It's actually, well, it's starting to grow. The moon is waxing. And what I want to ask is, you know, this is a time where, at least for me, when at the new moon, I set intentions each month. And as the moon begins to wax, sometimes my intentions aren't entirely clear. And I want to have a little bit of a revision. Or I'm not sure that I set my intentions were in alignment with something, because things don't seem to be moving the way that I expected them to. And so the question that I am asking, hi Jen, is there anything that we can, that needs to come into focus so that the intentions that we set for this new moon will be supported more deeply, more fully. Okay, and this is not a yes/no question. I'll get to the yes/nos. We'll do the yes/nos for your readings. Okay, so how can we? So the question is there something that we've missed in the setting of the intentions for this first new moon of 2021? Okay, so I'm using the Star Seeker Tarot for this one. Lovely lavender deck. This one, the Star Seeker. I'll put the box in the camera in just a second. And if you do have a deck request for tonight, it may not be out here, but I'll do my best. Okay. This doesn't help me at all. You know, sometimes I just feel like the cards make things even more challenging. Okay. This particular Hanged Man, for me, has a sense of freedom. It's kind of like, just let go. And I did a group reading in our Facebook group. And by the way, the Facebook group is completely open to anybody that's interested in the kind of work that I do. The link for the Facebook group is in the description box below, where it says Other Offerings by Sadhana, and you can request to join there. So anyway, in the reading I did for the group earlier, yesterday actually, that was kind of the energy. It's about letting go. It's about, I don't know, just Emperor. So major card, major card. So how does the Emperor let go? How does the Emperor, is the Emperor even capable of seeing things from another perspective? Because the Emperor is so single-minded. And so how do we join together the message of Hanged Man plus Emperor? A new perspective for our dominion. Like sometimes we have to get really, really creative with these things. Wow. Okay, so we have 3 major cards. So the Emperor and the Empress really balance each other, right? They're the moon and the sun. They're the light and the dark. They're the expansion and, you know, that inward direction. I don't know. With these 3 cards coming up, what is coming up for me is that this intention that we, anybody that set intentions for this new moon, maybe we shot too small. Maybe what this is telling us is that we need to find a different way of looking at this intention because it's much bigger than we realize. The Empress and the Emperor are big energy. And so I really see this as go back to your journal to see what you wrote down for the last week, and then see if you can expand the adjectives, make them bigger, make them a little more grandiose. Don't limit your creativity. Don't limit your expansiveness. Okay, so I think that's kind of the energy of this new perspective. Very interesting. Okay. So I see a few more people. Tarot Stash is here. My Voice Tarot, welcome. Jen, hello. I saw Zane somewhere. Somebody saying hello to Zane. Moon Chariot, hello. I'm scrolling backwards now. Kristen Louise, welcome. Wood Thrush Cottage, hi there. And then I see a new name, DTA. Hello, Aditi. And Aaron Owls, hello. Okay, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. And thank you very much to the mods for saying hi. Home-baked apple pie, that sounds delicious. Okay, so let me explain again what's happening tonight and what's happening over the next few weeks, and perhaps indefinitely. And I think this is this just kind of evolved naturally. So in the Facebook, in my Facebook group, again, which is linked in the description box below where it says Other Offerings by Sadhana, we are studying the Holistic Tarot. And right now, the chapter that folks focused on is the one on tarot spreads. And this particular tarot spread, created by Eden Gray, maybe not necessarily created by her, but credited in Holistic Tarot to her, is one to answer yes or no questions. And generally speaking, the tarot is not very good at answering yes or no questions. The tarot likes to talk in stories. The tarot loves to talk in metaphor and symbols and so forth. But we're going to give this a try tonight. I've done a few readings this week with this spread, and it was good fun and actually quite interesting. And so the first few times I do it, I'm going to talk through the method, and then from there we'll try to go a little bit faster. Okay, and then I will place the cards over in the card view once we get there. Okay. Okay. YouTube failing again with alerts. That's interesting. Paula, hello. Okay, so let's focus on Pinkie's question. Pinkie asks, will I get all I am entitled to the trust fund inheritance? Okay. I'm going to do this. I've shuffled and cut the cards already. Okay. Okay, so can you see my hand? So I'm going to turn over the cards, 13 of them. I need my glasses on until unless I get to an ace. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the 13th card is the 7 of Swords. Okay. 1 Ace of Swords. 1 Ace of Cups. Okay. So this, because there are 2 aces, is a yes answer. The 7 of Swords over on the left, to me, is a little bit of a warning to Pinkie to make sure that Pinkie has all the information that's needed. But this is definitely, there may be, I just feel that the emotional release that is in that Ace of Cups there, it feels like this is going to be a huge, huge relief to you. So yeah, 2 aces would definitely single a yes. Okay, let's go on to Rashmi. I want to know, where is my relationship with Soham heading? Recently, he introduced me to his parents. Do you see marriage? Okay. Do I see marriage? Okay. Rashmi. I want to encourage you to breathe. As soon as I read that question, I felt an incredible tightness in my chest. And sometimes when we're in a situation that has a lot of unknowns and our anxiety begins to rise, breath is so very, very important. So, place your hands on your chest and really take some time each day to begin to expand your breath and breathe. I can feel your anxiety. It's just a little bit of time for self-care would really help. Okay, cutting the cards. And again, we go. 1, that Hanged Man. Wow. 2, 3. That is the Sun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Knight of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. More swords. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ace of Cups. Okay. So this would say yes. This would this is a yes. There's one ace. 2 aces is better. 3 aces optimal. There are 2 sword cards on the left, and they are the Knight and the 5 of Swords. So we need to kind of look to that energy of that as well to help you understand that this might take a little bit of time. There might be some clarification that's necessary before this happens. So hi, Anna. Yeah, so I don't know if there's been some kind of communication breakdown or there is some need to clear the air in some way, but it feels like that needs to happen before the proposal happens. But with this Ace of Cups here and this particular ace showing up, I would say I feel this is a very strong yes, Rashmi. So I hope that is some relief to you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Rashmi says yes. Is that a yes in relief, Rashmi? Okay, so now we go to Tatwa. You're working as an ad hoc lecturer in an engineering college, looking for a permanent position in another institute. Okay, so tonight we're doing yes or no with a little bit of clarification around that. And so the question for Tatwa is, will Tatwa find a permanent position in another institute? Hi, Trinket, Tiny Trinkets and Tarot. Yes, Anna, we've done 2 already. And so I'm going to continue to kind of talk through the process. It's really simple. What is, we'll just do Tatwa's question here. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Ace of Wands on the 3rd card. That was really fast. So already Tatwa, this is looking good. 1, 2, Ace of Swords. This, to me looks definitely like, a lecturer. It's amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6 of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So 2 aces, that looks amazing. And I really see that path as you moving on a path that almost as if it might not be exactly what you think it will be. It feels like you're definitely on your way, and I'd be excited about a little bit of the unknown and exactly how this is all going to play out. But this is a resounding yes for you, Tatwa. Okay. So if you have any questions about what's going on here, please put at Integrative Healing with Sadhana or put your question in caps if you want me to speak to the spread. It's kind of fun because I don't usually work with yes or no questions when I'm doing tarot readings, but this is a very old cartomancy procedure. Okay, let's go to Georgia. Hello, Sabo. Off you go to be chauffeur. Okay. Will you hear from RS soon? I don't know if anybody is keeping track of how many single aces, how many double aces, and how many triple aces, but that would be a fun thing to do, you know, to see what the, if there's a pattern that emerges tonight. Oh my God. First card at the top of the pile again, Hanged Man. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is the Empress. Okay. I saw your question above, Kristen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Empress, 5 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what is coming before that ace. You know, I know this is not snow in that picture, but the way I look at that, it feels like snow. Okay, so before the ace. So an ace means yes, Georgia. What I see there is the Empress looking to the past, the Empress perhaps dwelling on the past. And then we have this energy of 5 of Wands before. Again, we have a block, right? We have, for some reason, the path to your communication is blocked. It's blocked with fiery energy. It's blocked with, you know, in this particular deck, it almost looks like these 5 wands are connected. They're knotted together by a rope in the center. I mean, we can't see that. And it's just a matter of opening the gate is what it feels like to me. And so the question I want to ask you is, why is the gate closed in the first place? So it feels like, yeah, it looks like there's a gate to be opened. And perhaps the door that needs to be opened is a new perspective. You know, that first reading that we did? Like the Empress is dwelling on the past. She's looking to the past. So just kind of be mindful of these two messages. And then it looks like, you know, there's an ace here. So that's a yes. But I think the message of those two cards is important. Okay, Georgia? Thank you. Okay. So I just wanted to, a couple of things. In the description box below, there's 2 links for donations for readings. And as well, of course, you can make donations through Super Chat. And I will keep track of the reading, so there's no need to post your questions more than once, unless of course something funky happens with StreamYard and I lose track. Okay. Oh, it's Mysticshaven's birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Mysticshaven. Okay, will I be moving to a new house in the near future? Okay. So my intention, my voice tarot, and those of you that read tarot, is that I'm going to do a different spread every Tuesday, and try to pick ones that are kind of quick. I'm not going to do like 12 card spreads or anything. There are just hundreds and hundreds of clever spreads out there. So I just thought this would be fun. Okay. You're welcome, Georgia. If you knew that, all your problems would be solved. Okay. So so the gate was fiery. The gate was fiery. The gate was the energy of fire, which is the energy of creativity, which is the energy of passion. You know, sometimes we need to take these questions into our sleep. Or into prayer. You know, help me open the gate. How? So here's another question, not for today, but how can I open the gate? Right? How can I open the gate? All right, Mysticshaven, yes or no question. Will I be moving to a new house in the near future? Oh, I just love looking at these cards. They're so pretty. I should put them in all over here for you too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One of the things that I did as I've been practicing with this 10 of Wands is the first card with this reading is I was looking at the energy of 13. 13 is an incredible number. I had no idea all of the mystical and magical associations with 13. Not just the common historic associations. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ace of Swords. Truth. What does this look like to you? You know, to me, this looks like, I know this is a 10 of Wands, tarot readers, but to me, it looks a bit like, you know, maybe the house is over the next mountain kind of thing. Sometimes I really feel like in reading the tarot, we can get some information if we dive into the artwork. There's something there. And maybe you don't need to take so much stuff with you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so this is not a bad combination of cards at all, because the 6 of Swords indicates heading in a new direction. Again, there's a sense of the unknown. And what I said I really feel with that 10 of Wands, there's something about the other side of the mountain. So yeah. Oh, yeah, Apurva, it's a great spread. So, and especially in these Tuesday readings, you know, there's a lot of yes or no questions. Okay. So yeah, so I would take that definitely as a yes. Apurva, do you have Eden Gray's book? I know it's, I believe, well, not all of her books are out of print, but I think the one that is referred to in Holistic Tarot is out of print. Yeah. All right. Who is next in the queue? Aditi. Okay, so Aditi, you're asking 2 questions, and these are different questions, right? So if tonight I was doing more of a, telling your story kind of reading, then that would be totally cool. But I'm going to have to just choose one of these questions. Okay. So I'm going to do the second question. Okay. And when you use the pronoun you, so I want you to know this isn't me, this is the energy that's moving through me, right? I'm just the vessel that the energy is moving through. Okay. I know sometimes that's hard to wrap your head around. We get kind of what do we get? We forget that it's not us. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Ace of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I find this King of Cups really interesting. So, marriage. King of Cups, and that's a good card to pull in regards to this question. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 aces. Okay. So there is a King of Cups. There's an ace on either side of the King of Cups. And in regards to the first question, the King of Cups is perfectly capable of expressing his feelings. And so this feels like a great big yes for a DTA. It's beautiful. I could have picked a deck with less rose petal finish, but I'm going to do a few more with this deck. I so enjoy looking at these cards. They're so pretty. Okay. Let me scroll on down. Aditi, that's wonderful news. Okay. All right. I see Zane's first comment. That's where I am. I'm just going to scroll and click. Otherwise, sometimes it skips. Okay. Let me find the next question. Where is the next question? Okay, I think it's Alana. There we go. All right, so Alana says, does PH have interest in seeing me again? So here's another kind of double-barreled question. And so I'm going to go with the end of the question, you know, and the reason I'm going with the end of the question like I did in the last one is because I feel like, you know, when people write a question or they start to figure out what it is they want to ask, often it gets clearer as the question goes on. Okay, so Alana, we're going to focus on the second part. Okay, so is there potential for a relationship with PH? Okay, this reading is for Alana. Is there a potential for a relationship with PH? And I know that Amazon India and Amazon Canada probably have completely different stock as well too, as far as books and cards go. Yeah. Okay. All right. 1, 2, Ace of Swords. Truth. Truth. That came up really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is such a beautiful card, Alana. So, as with every Seven of Pentacles, there's a sense of, not every deck, I shouldn't say that. But this card, you really feel the expansion, you know, of planting the seed. And so when I see that Ace of Swords, I really feel like that honest communication, that unedited communication is really critical here. You know, every time I see this Sun card, I feel like it's an ace. You know, it's just such a beautiful Sun card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So more pentacles. More pentacles. So super grounded energy. And so I would what do I want to say? I would embrace the grounded energy in evolving the relationship. And I would also pay attention to the fact that that particular ace is the ace of truth, right? It also has a spiritual connection as well too. So connecting with PH through outdoor activities, through cooking, through I don't know, like getting, what does it mean to get your hands in the dirt? Making things, you know, like making things isn't necessarily the suit of wands, like making manifest, right? That everything becomes manifest in the suit of pentacles. So, and cooking is just such a wonderful thing to build. So yeah, it feels very, very positive, Alana. Thank you for your question, Darcy. What do I use, Darcy? Look at it differently is my take on the Hangman. Okay. Yes, and I missed Jen's live earlier today. I blocked off time to watch it, and then I missed that. I'll have to watch the playback. Okay. Jen's not here, but oh, poor Jen. All right, so we are at, thank you, Darcy. You're talking about my background. I'm just in my living room. During Christmas, I took away my screen and everybody really enjoyed looking at the fireplace. So I've decided to do my lives from this room for a while anyway. Okay, so this is for Aaron. Will I achieve happiness if I stay in the state that I am living? Okay. Really interesting question. Aaron, you know what I would do with that question is I would reflect on it and make the capital S a small s. Words are really powerful. Words are so full of energy. That might be a really, you know what I mean? I know you're talking about it, one of the 50 states of the US, but okay, so this reading is for Aaron. Will he find happiness if he remains in the current state that he is in? And that Ace of Swords is, I feel like we haven't seen one of the aces tonight. Three of Wands, that's interesting card to have for your question. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Ace of Cups. I think you want to see this card for your yes. So 2 aces is a resounding yes. That 3 of Wands feels very optimistic. Perhaps what you are looking for in your current location, I'm wondering if you are entirely clear what that is, but it's right there. It's right there. So that initial reading with the Hanged Man might just be a matter of reassessing some intentions that you have set. So that's really beautiful. Okay. All righty, where are we here? Okay, so I know you said earlier you posted a couple of questions, Kristen Louise. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's anything between these two. Hello, Tiny. Hello, Tatwa. Hello, everyone. So let's go to this one. All right, you spoke to a medium this morning. And the rest of the day, I felt exhausted, really down, even a little weepy. Okay. Kristen, do you want me to do this spread, or do you want me to just pull 3 cards? I think I'll just pull 3 cards and try to get the gist of what you are feeling. It just feels like this is not really a yes or no question. There's more to this. So I'm just going to pause, and then I'm going to go back to the yes or no's. I am looking at the YouTube chat if you want to say anything. Oh, you're welcome, Erin. You're welcome. When I'm saying I'm looking at the YouTube chat, the chat on the StreamYard is paused at your question. So like I'm back at 6:18. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick 3 card for Kristen. A lot of energy whirling around there. You know, what I'm feeling here is like so much spiritual energy, like deep connection to spirit. You know, the hermit is in complete trust of spirit. The hermit is one of the cards that I really feel has a direct line to God, so to speak. And then we have the moon. Yeah, so this is really big, kind of heavy energy. I'm going to look at your whole question so I can answer. Yeah. So the reason, if there's something, it's that what the medium touched on an aspect of your shadow, of the challenges that you are faced with. And so something or someone was mirrored in that reading that perhaps hit a soft spot, a sore spot, something you really didn't want to hear, perhaps. But I feel like, just look at the energy around that Queen of Wands and the way that this hermit is painted. So one of the things that is really helpful after a medium reading is grounding. And I'm sure you know lots of grounding practices, but even like self-massage can really help. And so I would choose something warm, like a sesame oil if you have it, not from your pantry, but the kind for massage. One of the heavier oils, and do a little bit of Abhyanga. So with Abhyanga, the Ayurvedic type massage, usually we start on the head and then work down the body. But even just a hand massage, something like that might really help. Okay. Okay, so she probably felt that you weren't grounded. And you know, Kristen, I know you've probably heard me say this before, but I can't do my work without being grounded. Yesterday at the store, every single client was one of those, and I'm sure you all know those people whose knees are constantly going like this, or like they're in the chair and they're always moving, right? And yesterday was one of those days. Every single reading was somebody whose vata was way out of control. And so part of my job is to help people to slow down, to exhale, and to slow down the rate of respiration, to slow down the heart rate. And that's super uncomfortable for some people. So yeah, this is, I have a blog. If any of you are interested, I don't write a blog very often, but on my website, Integrative Healing with Sadhana.com. If you go to the blog, there is a blog on grounding, and it has lots of suggestions and ideas in it. Okay, so I hope that helps a little bit. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the coffee. And it's really lovely. I was doing some accounting a couple days ago, preparing for my year end, and just reflecting on all of you that have, made donations over the year. And I just sat there and was like, I feel so grateful. Like, I'm so lucky. I love doing this work. This work just makes me feel more connected to spirit, and it makes me happy. And so thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your cups of coffee. It's gratefully, gratefully received. Okay. So yeah, Moon Chariot, I'm really enjoying going through some of these older spreads. The chat just jumped. All right. I'm gonna just go to the banners. Comments. All right, where are we? I think we are at Andrea. Okay. Andrea. It'd be really fun is just to sit around a table with a bunch of you and just shuffle cards. I love shuffling cards. This week, I'm going to be doing, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing Celtic Cross, like talk about old spreads. I'm going to be talking through the Dryatic Cross and 3 different variations of the Celtic Cross in the live chat in the Facebook group tomorrow. So if you're interested, please show up there. But on YouTube, I'm going to be starting a series on some of the more challenging decks in my collection. And I've been spending a lot of time this week with the Primordial, and I pulled out the Marielle, and I'm just really, do you know how many times Marie White uses the word primordial in her guidebook? It's quite something. So it's been really interesting to study these 2 decks side by side this week. Okay, so this is for Andrea. Will my relationship with Walter be of positive inner growth? Cutting the cards. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, the Hermit. Let me go back to this one. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. High Priestess. Your question is, will my relationship with Walter be of positive inner growth? Five, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so no aces. You know what this feels like? This feels like a solo journey. Perhaps the inner growth isn't an aspect of this particular relationship. The inner growth is your journey, and you couldn't pick 3 more profound cards to reflect an inner journey. Like, it's remarkable that the Hermit came up when you're asking a question about an inner journey, and the High Priestess and the 7 of Pentacles just is saying to me, you know, step by step, to really be in the moment of each, like just really slowly embracing and drinking in each step of the journey. So this is not a yes answer, but what this is it's a message to you. It's a message to your soul. And so if I were Walter, is it Walter? Yes. Walter may or may not be comfortable with your inner journey. And I want to tell you that happens all the time. Sometimes our partners aren't ready to join us on this path. But these cards confirm that you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And so, yeah, I don't think I need to say any more. Susie, did I say hello to you? I don't know if I did. I know I saw your comment earlier. Okay. Yeah, shuffling equals therapy. All right. Where are we at for time? 57. Okay, we'll do a few more. Let me scroll down. Oh, it's 8. Okay. Morning time in India. Yes, I'm sure you love that number, Sabo. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Let it go. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Wow, there's lots of comments. I'm trying to find the next question. I think it is this one here. Yeah, Gerald, it's really cool. I've been working with it the last few days, and it's just given some amazing insight into some people's questions. So, Acosta, my daughter has faced many challenges this year, anxiety and depression. My question is for her. Okay. Will she be accepted to the art school of her dreams in New York City? Okay. All right, so everybody just kind of focus your minds on Yocasta's daughter. Will she be accepted in the school of her dreams in New York City? Okay. That's a nice way to start off. This card has come up how many times tonight? Quite a few. Four, five. Interesting. Interesting combo. Yes, and she'll meet the love of her life in New York City and never come home again. I'm just kidding. I'm just, so your question, so that Ace of Swords is a pretty direct yes. If she were early on in her exploration of schools, it feels like she could go, I would say that she can go anywhere she wants to go with that Seven of Pentacles there. I see your comment. Happily watching. Glad to have you here. Yeah, so I would say yes, and really beautiful energy around that yes. So yeah, everybody hold Yocasta's daughter in their thoughts. Beautiful. All right, let me move on. Paula C. Did I skip you? I apologize. So Paula, can you repost your question and then I will do you next, okay? If you're still here, my apologies. Okay. I see your question. Okay, so I'm just going here. So our first no was the question about the couple, about the inner journey. So we've had one no tonight so far. Yeah. Okay. So we are on Paula C. And Paula's question is John T and his group going to help me heal? Okay. Is John T and his group going to help Paula heal? Is John T and his group going to help Paula heal? Okay. One more shuffle. One more. It's a big mitt full of cards, this deck. Okay. Temperance. It's really interesting that this ace has been the most common for. Okay. Yes. You know, this angel seems very important to me. It feels like, yes, they are going to restore your balance, help you to restore your balance. Okay. Alrighty, where are we at? We're at Sabo. I just need to check and see. So those are at 6:48. Oh, we're not doing too bad. Okay. I'm just reading your comment, Kristen. I am internally shaking my knee. Yes, it is. I need to work on my blockages to my intuition. You should take my intuition course. You can talk to Jen and Alana and Anna, and it's a small group. So I have this short course that I teach, which is a bunch of yogic practices to help awaken intuition. And they are practices that I do every day. Not every day, like I do some of them every day. We could chat about it in an email if you like. Okay, so this is for Sabo. Sabo asked, this year I'm beginning a new project. Am I on the right path? Okay, is Sabo on one more shuffle? Okay. Is Sabo on the right path? All right. Two of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Interesting, Sabo. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. What are twos about? You know? I know what twos are about. I'm asking you how you respond, how you feel about twos, and why twos are showing up. You know, for me, twos, when there's a lot of twos around, it's an exploration of my relationship with dualism, with being separate. And sometimes when there's a lot of twos, that whole idea of balance is about embracing my wholeness. You know, when we are out of whack, it's not a matter of, when we're out of balance, it's not a matter of limiting things or reducing things or restricting things. It's about tempering it. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if the next card is Temperance. It's about adding just a little bit of what it is that we need. Kristen, I will double check that the course is posted. I will let you know in a little bit. I'll make sure to do that before I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ace of Cups. Okay. That's really cool that we have Ace of Cups and 2 of Cups. It feels like an emotional investment. And that, you know, the steps sometimes feel incredibly challenging to get from one to the next. But to me, Aaron, this looks, is it Aaron? No, it's Sabo. Sorry, Sabo. This looks like a yes. And that first card looks like a great big hug. Please don't disregard what I was saying about the twos, because the messages come through as they need to come through. Okay. I am just really curious. So Ace of Swords. I just feel like there's an ace we haven't seen tonight. Maybe not. No, we've seen Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, we had one Ace of Wands tonight. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm going to, so let's see here. You're welcome, Acosta. Okay. All righty, I am going to answer 2 more questions, and then I'm going to go and just see if the course is in the website or not. If it is there, it's in the yoga section. Okay, it's in the yoga section. It's called Yogic Practices to Awaken Your Intuition. And I've created if it's not there, I just haven't hit visible. And I'll make sure that I do that tonight, but I will double check. All right, so this question, the next one is for, all right. Okay, I'm just bookmarking this because these things tend to jump around. Okay, we are at Sydney. Hello, Sydney. Does he have romantic feelings for me? And then next is Dr. Asma Vigar. Dr. Asma Vigar. Okay, so this question is for Sid. This reading is for Sydney. Sydney, does he have feelings for me? Sydney, does he have feelings for me? I haven't let a lot of this come through tonight because I'm kind of just focused on doing this spread, but there's a lot, Sydney, that's here. Your voice is really, really important. It's important that you share what you need to share and say what you need to say. You know, it feels like you are holding back And it's not right in the throat. It's like heart, throat. So important that you let him know how you're feeling if you haven't already done so. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 8 of Cups. And the thing is that what I was going to say is to not sometimes what we speak is what we think they want to hear, but that's our projection. We need to be really careful about that. This is the extra card in the deck. It's called the Womb. It's kind of like a pause. Time to let something gestate. The 8 of Cups is a card of moving on. It's a card of letting go. It's, these two cards together feel like you may have spent enough energy on this relationship, but let's see what else we got here. That's not an Ace of Cups. It's an Ace of Pentacles. And so there is a little bit of, there's some nuances there. Pentacles refer to material, this world, physical things, money, also to our bodies. So the spread says it's a yes. But I'm really feeling there's more to this than this yes or no question. Interesting. Interesting. So, with that Ace of Pentacles, it feels like that's his priority. But, this is a yes. This is a yes. And we do have two very, lots of emotions in these cards. But like I was saying, there's more to this. So that's why I'm just pausing here. Sometimes yeses and nos are not entirely clear. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do one more, but I'm just quickly going to go to my website and just check the answer to this question. Okay. So thank you for all of you for joining me tonight. This is fun. All right. Yeah, it's there. It's the third one. It says starts February 2021. Is there. Okay. Okay. Darcy, that's nice. It's wonderful, the compassion. And I love that, one of my favorite things about doing these readings is the support that everybody gets from everybody else in the chat, because there's so many readers in the chat. It's really beautiful. Yeah. All right. So is Solomon worth manifesting? My twin flame, maybe. So this is the final question for tonight. And I'll be back next Tuesday, same time. And I will choose a different spread. For two, I have two intentions. One is partly a teaching and sharing spreads. And two, I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to really deepen these Tuesday readings. So. Oh, good. You found it too, Gerald. All right. For those of you, I know there's been a few questions about this deck. And one of the things is with this deck is that the guidebook, for those of you that like tarot cards, buy tarot cards, this guidebook is really well written. And this is not a regurgitation of RWS meanings. She really does a beautiful job about speaking to her artwork. And I tend to read this deck intuitively. I think I've read the guidebook once, and I've read it, for a couple of the cards that are a little bit different. Wondering why she chose what she chose, but it's an excellent deck. It was in my top decks of 2020, and I have done a video, I believe a separate video on this deck. All right, so the final question for tonight. Let's focus on Dr. Asma. Is Solomon worth manifesting? My twin flame, maybe. One more shuffle for the doctor. Okay. So this card and the Hanged Man have been very common themes for tonight. So there's this energy of patience and allowing time for things to grow. These have been very, and that happens with these readings. There's always themes that emerge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Knight of Swords. Uh, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so another relationship reading where the third card is the Ace of Pentacles. And so Dr. Asma Vigar, I feel this doesn't feel very twin flamey to me. It's not the kind of cards I would expect. It feels, I don't know, but that Knight of Swords feels almost, what does this feel like? Okay, so here's my question. I'm asking myself, but I'm also asking the tarot readers that are in the chat. What kind of a relationship does this feel like? I'm just looking at those cards. What does this feel like? It's just such a mishmash of energies. Anna, what does that mean? Or are you saying goodbye? You're waving goodbye. Yeah. So the energy around that Knight of Swords is very youthful and very kind of brash. Yes, Darcy's. So was it Darcy? Darcy says grounded. So homey, earthy, homemaking, cooking, setting up house. But it almost feels like that Knight of Swords has something to prove, you know? And so I guess the question is, which one of you is the Knight of Swords? You know, like if you were wanting to set up house together. I don't know. There's just something. I'm going to pull a clarifier card on that Knight of Swords. I'm just not sure what that is about. So there's not a lot of cards left in the deck. I'm going to just lay these down. I'm going to take the other cards and I'm going to pull a clarifier for that Knight of Swords, just because this is the last reading. Oh, you know what else I'm feeling? I'm feeling like maybe he wants to protect you. Maybe Solomon wants to protect you. But you know, it's a knight. It's a knight. It's not a king. Is there a journey involved in the two of you getting together? Okay, so my question is, can we please have more information about the nature of the relationship between Dr. Asma and Solomon? Huh? Okay, Sun. Okay. So, interesting combination of cards. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. I've never done so many of those in a row. Anyway, yeah. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I don't think the Knight would allow all those grounded things. Yeah, that's kind of a concern. The use of his intellectual helps build. Yeah. Interesting. Well, that Sun card is great. Okay, let's go back here. Let me say goodbye. Good night. And I hope I see many of you very, very soon. Final verdict is positive. Final verdict is positive, especially drawing that Sun card. That Sun card shows a lot of growth and potential. So yes, it is worth investing time and energy. Yeah, cool. Let me take that off. Say good night, namaste, and be well. Be kind to one another. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.